Proudly sponsored by Match Bingo. Play along with a match. Watch your bingo cards fill up in real time based on what happens in the games, live. Check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. 18 plus, bingo is a game of chance. Please gamble responsibly. Fuck! Hi, guys. What a shit show! Let's start again. Hello, everybody. Welcome into the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. We are here for the match preview of the game against Fulham today at Craven Cottage. We are going to be previewing the game, discussing the team news, the latest goings-on at the football club, and the predictions for the game, starting 11s, etc. We're going to get into there. Welcoming everybody in the chat. Joshua Asimwe, Eric Skyhill, James Tolcher, Daz Salford, Anthony Buckley, Kieran Lord, Gav's Highlights, Peter, PJ, Indy, Sphinxu, Malps, Ryan Hughes, Nalanjan, Gav's Highlights, yes mate, Andrew Giggs, let's go. Robert, Aaron, and everybody else as well. Thank you for that, guys. Thanks for... See, it's good that I've got this chat up on the screen here. Otherwise, I'd have never seen that I was muted. I've probably done a whole show here in silence. But thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining us. Do us a favour. It's Sunday, the 24th of August, 2025. Match day. Do us a favour at the start of the stream. Smash that like button on it. Give us a huge thumbs up. That will help the channel and help the stream. Also, share us around if you can. That'd be amazing. Give us a repost on X for this little preview show. You can repost the link pinned at the top of the live chat. Legends. Also, shout out to the sponsor of the channel this month, Match Bingo. As you can see, QR code in the corner of the screen there. Give us a cheeky scan and download the app. If you're in the UK, it's UK only, 18 plus, gamble aware. Oh, you know, it makes sense. Thank you so much there, everybody who's in here, though. Welcome aboard. We've got to win today, guys. Obviously, with what's been going on, Spurs looking good, Arsenal pumping up leads there, Gyökeres getting a couple of goals. You know, we've got to win today. If we don't win, if it's a draw or a loss, then, well, goodness me, the pressure's already seriously mounting on this side this season to try and achieve what we need to set out and achieve, which is finishing in a respectable position this season, you know, like top 7 or something, after spending the money that we spent, and Amorim having the time that he's had now. You know, it's going to have to start bearing some rewards. So today, I'm not worried about Fulham, guys. I'm not worried about them. We should be smashing them up pretty raw, I think. I've got a feeling it's going to be a comfortable day at the office. But, you know, you never know. I have been wrong before, you know. So, and it depends on how this United side approach this game, how they turn up. If they play like they did against Arsenal the other day, well, I think we'll be absolutely fine because we were very good against Arsenal. We created a lot. We were solid defensively, apart from that Bayern howler, of course. But other than that, you know, we limited Arsenal's chances, and we certainly outdid them in terms of chances. And they're a good side. Look, they've just torn Leeds apart 5-0. I know coming to Old Trafford's different, but still, we are not looking a bad side if you take into consideration pre-season, which I thought we looked pretty decent in. Nothing spectacular, but pretty decent. And also take into consideration the game against Arsenal, which we lost, but we were undeserving to lose, really. We should have at least got a draw. More than likely probably won the game due to having a penalty shout, David Raya having a spectacular game in goal for the Arsenal Hollands. And obviously just a bit of bad luck and the goalkeeper howler. You know, that's all that's really cost us against Arsenal. The performance was there. The team performance, the energy, the effort, the togetherness, it was all there. So I'm not too concerned about how we're going to do against Fulham, because I think if they turn up with the same sort of intensity that they showed against Arsenal, they should be desperate too, because they're trying to get their first win on the board. And I think we'll outclass Fulham. We'll outclass them. Oh, look who it is. It's Zayn Miassi. Zayn Miassi getting in here. Welcome in, Zayn. Happy Sunday, mate. He says, Piggy, bet Gyökeres scores more than Sesko. 5-star performance yesterday. Yeah, oh, thanks very much for that, Zayn Miassi. You know what? I've already said this, Zayn. I don't know why you're coming in here saying that. Oh, you're right there, Mrs. P. Yeah, I'm streaming, darling. Yeah. How you doing? All right? Mrs. P in the house. She just got back from out shopping. Yeah, you all good? Okay, darling. I'm in the middle of my preview, so I'll catch up with you after. All right, Angel. All right, see you in a bit. Mrs. P in the gaff. Anyway, listen, I've already said this about Gyökeres, Zayn Miassi, which is, I do believe Gyökeres will score more than Sesko this season. He bloody well should, shouldn't he, mate? Sesko's 22, and Gyökeres is 27, and Gyökeres scored 54 and 52 last season. Sesko got 13. Sesko's won, yeah, for now, but also for the future, and I think he's going to do well. But Gyökeres should score more than Sesko, so, you know, I'm not going to bet that. I'm not going to bet that because he should. Ultimately, you know, I still think Gyökeres is going to be a mixed bag this season. Yes, okay, he did bag 2 goals, and let's face it, that first goal that he scored was very, very good. That was a very good individual sort of goal, cut it in and finding the bottom corner. It was a nice bit of play by the lad, fair play to him. But sustaining it's another story. That game was already done, you know, up against Leeds United 5-0. I mean, come on. You know, there's tougher games out there. I think he'll melt. There you go. Charlie says Gyökeres' overall performance was terrible. Gyökeres was gash. There you go. I thought he was crap in the first game against us that we saw him as well, and he had a short time on the pitch, but still, he was crap. Yes, he did get a couple of goals. That first goal was a very nice goal. It was a nice goal, to be fair to him, but come on. Anyway, I do think that Gyökeres will outscore Sesko this season, but I don't think that's going to be the case maybe in a couple of seasons' time or next season. Sesko's first season in the Premier League, it should be a difficult one for him. We're hoping it's going to be much better than Gashmas Boyland, and he will be much better than Gashmas Boyland. You know, but anyway, screw you, Zane. Thank you very much for your super chat, though, bud. I'm guessing you're quite happy with how the season started for you, Arsenal Hollands. Fair enough. Fair enough. Just on Sesko very quickly. So, you know, we're all kind of expecting Sesko to be featuring in the game today from the start. I am, anyway. I'm begging Ruben Amorim not to select Mason Mount up there. Even though Mason Mount did all right in the last game, he's just not my favourite player at all. I'd much rather see us put in our new striker that we spent all this money on in there and build his confidence, getting some game time. You know, but Ruben Amorim said, I must be cautious because Benjamin Sesko will be our striker for many years. We need to instill this in his mind and let him adapt. Stay calm and enjoy because he's truly obsessed. So hopefully, you know, he will be featuring. There's some debate whether or not he'll be starting. Get a yes or no in the chat, guys. Do you think Sesko will be starting? I think Sesko will be starting today. Yeah, 60 minutes, you know, maybe come off later on in the second half. Xerxes comes on or something to shore things up or give us a bit of a hold up, whatever. I don't know, but Sesko, surely he's got to start in this game today. Ruben would be nuts not to start him. So I'm pretty sure Sesko starts. Mount surely on the bench. Zayn Miassi with another super chat. Here he is again. Thank you, Zayn. He says, match at United was a warm-up. At home, we will have warmed up. And Eze Dino, fair enough. No, Easy is a pretty good side, and I'll give you that. We'll see. I mean, we should be a very different side by then. I know you guys will be as well, but there should be a lot more change taking place at United with our new look front three and just players leaving the football club who are melters and don't help the team. You know, there's a new attitude, it seems, that Ruben Amorim's trying to instill. We'll see how we get on next time, Zane. But fair enough. Thank you very much for that. I mean, I know things are going quite well for you scummers, unfortunately. Yeah, you've pretty much guaranteed yourself second place this season, haven't you? That's it. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter what you do. You'll huff and you'll puff and you'll blow nobody's house down and you end up finishing second. Hashtag second place bridesmaid mugs. Sesko starts. No. Yes, you think he's going to start. Yes, mate, he needs to start. Hope so. Stop it. 50-50. Well, I think he'll be all right for, you know, as I say, 60 minutes. Hope he starts, but think he'll be on the bench. Sesko was born match fit. I like that. Yeah, fair enough. You remember all this talk about Højlund too. Look how that ended. Well, that's absolutely spot on, Noble. We have to be honest and say that there is some similarities with this signing compared to Højlund, but Sesko further along. Højlund was just a 20-year-old, more or less unknown, I suppose, with only a handful of games under his belt in Serie A there, whereas Sesko's got a lot of experience, a lot of games. Okay, it is in the German Farmers League, but still, I feel much better with Sesko at the top of the pitch than Højlund when he first came in. Højlund should have never have been thrust in there, really. Sesko seems a bit more ready. He's a big unit, offers us something different. He's 22. Okay, it does have potential to be a bit of a Højlund situation. Just on Højlund, he's not travelled with the squad, so his situation is he's leaving, before the end of the window. Perhaps it will be on a permanent deal, but most likely it's going to be a loan deal with perhaps an obligation to buy. Rudy Galetti says contacts going on between Napoli and United, so he's not travelled with the squad, so he is being protected there, and they will be moving him on. So see you later on, Gashmas Boylan. We don't really need him. He's pretty clunge-worthy, if we're being honest, in terms of his performances. And also, we've got enough cover there with the likes of Obi and Xerxes and Cunha, who can play back up to Sesko if we need. Even Mount obviously started up there in the last game and can do a sort of false E9 type jobby. So, yeah, it's the right decision. See you later on, Gashmas Boylan. You have been Gash. But hopefully, if he does come back to us in a year's time, he comes back a bit of a better player. We'll see. Just going to discuss just a couple of bits of transfer news very quickly, even though this is a match preview because there's some big stuff going on. So Donnarumma personal terms agreed with City. This is via Fab. Keen on joining Pep. Negotiations also underway between City and PSG. Fee will be under initial 50 million request. So after the game yesterday where City got pumped up by Spurs 2-0, let's go. Good to see City dropping some points and getting mugged off here. Let's hope they have a shite season. But I think after that, they realised, yes, I know they've been interested, but they realised we need to get this guy in sharpish. Because Trafford, well, he was a bit guffered, wasn't he, in the game for them yesterday? Definitely made one or two big errors. So, yeah, Donnarumma coming in. It's a shame. I want Donnarumma at United, but they obviously are going for him. They've got Champions League football. They've got Pep. It'd be hard for him to turn down. They can pay him just as good as we can. So, yeah, Donnarumma to City is a formality. It's a shame because I would have loved us to go and get him. He would have solved a lot of our problems. A ready-made, world-class keeper coming in there to replace the flubber-handed individuals we have in goal. But as it is, we are now going for somebody else, and this is big news, obviously, today as well, which is why I'm bringing it up in this preview here. But Senny Lamens was left out of Royal Antwerp starting 11 today as negotiations with United are advancing. The Belgian goalkeeper has agreed personal terms with Man United, and the two clubs are close to agreeing a fee. Deal advanced as revealed on Friday. So big news, guys. Get in there, my son. We do have a new goalkeeper seemingly on the way. It's not done yet, unless it has been done whilst I've been talking, but it's not done yet. But it is seemingly getting done. City are going for Donnarumma. They're getting the ready-made, more expensive player who's proven. And we're getting somebody with big potential who looks very good, but is coming over from a Belgian Farmers League, which is a bit of a concern for me. But surely he's going to be better than flubber-handed Onana and Bayender in the goals for United. That's the idea here. If he's coming in to play second fiddle and be a backup to our goalie, that's a shambles. What's the point? We need to go and get a true number one. Surely he's coming in to be a true number one. So, Senny Lamens, deal is getting closer. Agreements, obviously, with Manchester United on personal terms. No issues there. And Fab reports it as the deal advancing between United and Royal Antwerp. And he's not been included in their starting 11 today either. So, that's big news. Looks like we're getting a new goalie finally to replace one of the messes in goal. And we'll just talk on that really quickly. After I've read this very, very nice super chat here from Paul S. Thank you, Paul S, for the 1999 super chat. You legend. He says we couldn't waffle on the Belgian. We couldn't waffle on the Belgian. What? Nice one, Paul S in Texas. I appreciate there. We couldn't waffle on the Belgian. Yeah. Cheers very much indeed there for your super chat there, Paul S. We're getting this, Senny Lamens, all Belgian friend. The Belgian goalkeeper hopefully coming in. Hopefully he's as sweet as a Belgian waffle lad, and doesn't turn out to be like a rancid crepe or something, you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Paul S. I really appreciate you, dude. Belgian equals waffle. I understand that. I do understand that. We couldn't waffle on the Belgian. Yes, mate. Thank you, Paul S. So Lamens, is obviously going to be a good addition to the side in theory, because we've got a couple of problems there in the goalkeeper position, don't we? So, but then again, I am really concerned about Sonny Lamons. I don't care what anyone says. You don't know until they've actually been put in there in the Premier League. It's a different league, the Belgian Pro League. He does look great. His stats are great. His shot stop is great. He's a big unit. He's commanding. He looks good. He's 23. He's got big potential. But is he ready right now to be a number one goalie in the Premier League for a top side? Because that's what we're trying to be. I'm not so sure. So I am, obviously, if we're being honest, out of Donnarumma and Lamons, just in my opinion, Donnarumma's the best buy. He costs quite a lot of money, 40 or 50 million, somewhere in that region. He's on a few £100,000 a week he'll be as well. That's huge investment. That's huge money, big outgoings. But you're getting a proven top keeper for that. Whereas Lamons, he is a dirt cheap option. 17 million euros or 17 million quid, somewhere in that region. Very cheap wages. But he's very young and not proven. But who's to say this guy won't turn out to be a gem? He could be like the next De Gea for us, just a stalwart of the club for 10 years or something. That's what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. Yeah, Kieran says, look how De Gea started. He looked ropey when he first joined, but turned out to be amazing. That's so true. But I do have concerns about this season, and certainly Amorim should have some concerns about this season, about doing it in this season. Because, yes, Sonny Lamons may be a great player for us for the future, but if he's not ready to do the job for us right now in this particular season right now, it could cost Amorim his job. Waffle hands incoming. Yeah, he's not Donnarumma, but he has to be an improvement on Onana. I mean, he's got to be, hasn't he? You could go down to your local post office and get Jill behind the counter out of retirement to put her goalie gloves back on, and she'd be better than Onana and co. So you're absolutely right. Nice one. How many? Oh, we smashed 100 likes. We've got 267 legends in here. Thank you, everyone who's hit the likes. Yes, keep hitting the thumbs ups on this preview if you can. That'd be epic. Share it around. Get yourself subscribed if you're new. We're on here every day with the latest United news. And, of course, we're on here for the watch-along later on today. We're going to smash up those Fulham melters. Right, so I just wanted to discuss that goalkeeper position, but for the game today, so Lamons hopefully will be signed. Maybe even in the next game we could see Lamons if it's all done quickly. If not, game after that. There is an international break, whatever, coming up, but Lamons will be featuring hopefully in our team very soon. So that's positive. But for now, who do you guys think is going to be starting in the team 11 there in goal? So it's Andre Onana's in contention. He's back. Bayanda had a floppy mess in the last game against Arsenal and cost us the game, but Ruben showing some solidarity with him after the game and defending him. But honestly, the game today, it's Andre Onana time. It's Andre time, baby. Andre's back in the team. I can feel it in my loins and in my soul that Andre Onana is going to be selected in the team today. If he's back fit, I mean, maybe he is a better option than Bayando right now. That's not saying much because he's looked a bit sus as well. I mean, the best option would be Heaton. But I do think that Andre Onana starts in the game today. Just got a feeling deep down in the loins. I hope I'm wrong. Onana will probably start. Definitely Onana. Good afternoon, Samantha Horobin. How you doing? Turkish. Onana. What's my name? Bayanda. Yeah, Onana. Bayanda. Fair enough. Maybe Bayanda starts, but after that fantastic calamity the other day, I mean, Bayanda's role in the squad is a backup. He knows that. Once Onana's fit, surely he's the number one. Onana is technically our number one. He's the highest paid goalkeeper. He came in for 50 million. He's meant to be our number one. So I do expect, him to start. You hope he gets subbed off or carded. Amorim will stick with Bayanda to prove a point. Maybe. Well, Heaton should be started, actually, out of who's better, to be fair. We need to score 3 goals. Yes, we do. Right, let's get on to some score predictions here, guys. So just on the goals ting, let's get on to some score predictions. So I do feel like we're going to beat Fulham today. They're no mugs. They showed a bit of grit last time out. What was it? Brighton they were playing. I think they scored late on to get a draw away at Brighton. So they're not bad. And Marco Silva's a very good coach, and they're a decent side. They've got dangerous players. Iwobi, Traore. These guys are always going to cause us problems. So it depends really how we approach and how well we do. But I do think we're going to win the game. I'm going 2-1 to Manchester United. I'm saying a Sesko goal, as well as a cheeky little Mateus Cunha finish as well. I'm going for 2-1 to Manchester United. I think we'll concede. I think it'll be a tighter, tougher game than people are making out. Fulham are no mugs. They're at home. They're a decent side. They'll be difficult to play against here. I mean, obviously, we've got the form here. It means nothing right now because it's just one game. But they obviously drew. They managed to pinch a draw at Brighton. We've lost to Arsenal, even though we're a better side. So it doesn't really mean anything. We were good against Arsenal. If we play like that, we should smash Fulham up. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying then. So I'm going 2-1 United today. Got a feeling in my loins. You'd start Heaton. Me too, Paul S. Definitely. He's the only one who's been proven to have a rigid wrist for a while in terms of his goalkeeping shot-stopping abilities. 2-1 Fulham last minute. 2-1 United. 3-2 to United. 3-1. Nas says Fulham will win. Sorry. Nah, mate. 2-1 says Ian Navarro. 3-1 United. You have this one being another draw, 1-1. Well, anything other than a win, as I say, is a massive failure, and it's just heaps massive pressure on Amorim and the squad. We must win today, otherwise the season's potentially a wash already. I'm trying to remain calm, but we have to win the game, mate. You're going 3-1. Nice one, Daz. 3-1 to United, 1-1, 3-2, 2-1 Fulham. Extra time winner. Filth. 3-1 Sesko and Cunha. Yes. 2-1 Fulham, 3-0 United. You started drinking already. Oh, goodness me, Stephanie. Steady on. 1-1. Yeah, have a nice Sunday, though. 3-2, 1-1. Fair enough. Most people are feeling confident here. But, I mean, I did do a little poll before the stream, and I think like 67% of the chat said Man United to get the job done. 17% draw, and the rest said Fulham win. 3-1 Fulham. Nice. 115 likes, not charges. 4-1 United. 3-1 to us. Come on, United. Hey, Gungshi, what's going on, you legend? Yes, mate. Oh, that would be a turn up. So I really hope for something like that. A really nice, dominant, comfortable victory. Something like Arsenal had against Leeds in the end would be nice. You know, a demolition job. That's what you want. Couple of goals from Sesko. Build that confidence. Waymo, Cunha on the score sheet, you know. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Yes, Gungshi. Well, maybe the loins could predict it, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a tighter game right now, but I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you're right. 3-0, 2-0, 6-0, 4-0, 3-1, 4-0 United. Let's go, Sabonga Suni. 2-1, 3-1, 2-0, 2-0, says Gav. To Fulham? You what? Starting 11. Okay, thank you for your predictions here, guys. Let's get into the starting 11 prediction. Obviously, the team news is not released until around about an hour or so before the game, but we can make some educated guesses based on what's been going on with pre-season in the first game and who's available and everything. Just quickly on the injuries, everyone's back fit apart from, obviously, Lisandro Martinez is still out injured for a while. He's expected to be back sometime towards the end of October. Nightmare. Long-term thing. And Mazraoui, thigh injury, he's expected to be out until around about the end of August or the beginning of September. So, but he is not going to be featuring either. So those two not involved, but everyone else should be fine to select from. Now, this is the prediction that I've gone for what I think Amorim's going to select. It's basically the same as what we saw last time out, really, apart from the big change, Andre Onana going in there between the sticks. So I've selected Andre Onana in goal here. I think he'll stick with the back three that we saw last time out with Yoro, De Ligt and Shaw. Shaw's actually been doing all right for Amorim in this sort of system so far, so I think he'll stick with him. Why sort of rock the boat there with this decent defence? It wasn't the defence's fault while we lost to Arsenal. We were solid, we limited chances. They really only won because of a goalkeeping error and also the fact United couldn't finish our dinner in front of goal at the other end. That's the only reason they won. So the defence was not an issue. You see, Gav's highlights. This is just to reiterate. This is not my This is not my lineup. No. This is the lineup that I think Amorim's going to select. This is not my lineup. If it was my lineup, I would be selecting the likes of Ahmad in there instead of Dalot because I want a more attacking sense. But I feel like balance-wise, Amorim is going to be going for Dalot there. But that is a big point of contention, you know. But I feel like he's going to stick with the same back three. Dalot on the right wing-back spot there gives you that bit more defensive stability. We'll see maybe Ahmad come on later and destroy down that right-hand side. Or, hopefully, I'm wrong. I really hope that Ahmad starts on that right wing-back spot. It shows attacking intent. But because we've got the likes of Dorgus, a lot seems to go down him from the left, him committing forward a lot. I feel like, yeah, maybe Dalot will be there just for a bit of balance in this game. But again, hope I'm wrong. Again, hope I'm wrong with the midfield. I'd like to see Mainu getting involved in this team lineup. But again, I think he's going to stick with the proven experienced players here in Bruno and Casemiro, at least to begin with in the game. And then maybe after 55, 60 minutes, you see someone come on there for Cassie. But I think he's going to go with that proven experience. I mean, Cassie wasn't bad in the last game. Bruno was running things, did make an error, but he was running some things. You know, they seem to do okay together against Arsenal. So if they can do it against Arsenal, surely they can do it against Fulham. And then in front of them, well, the front three sort of picks itself. Please, Amorim, leave that Mason Mount mug on the bench. It's Sesko time. Sesko time is upon us. Unleash the Sesk. from the starting whistle. That'd be nice. Obviously, he featured in the last game off the bench, just a short cameo. He's not really going to be up to 100% fitness. We've heard some comments from Amorim, suggesting that he's going to sort of let him settle in and bed him in. He's not going to just chuck him in at the deep end. But I think we should chuck him in at the deep end, really. So get him on the score sheet, hopefully today, get him some confidence, build his conditioning fitness up, get him in there. I mean, he certainly looked fit and ready to go in the last game. You can't get that match sharpness and conditioning, though. You can only get that from actually playing the game. So, yeah, give him some opportunity, give him some time, give him 65 minutes, and I think he can get a cheeky little goal today. So I'll ask the live chat, guys, how many goals do you think Sesko scores today? Get your thoughts and opinions in. We saw 2 from Gyökeres yesterday. He's going to be compared to Gyökeres because that's a player we could have gone for, and Sesko was a player that Arsenal were thinking about going for or could have gone for. So it'll be compared. But let us know your thoughts. I think he bags 1. I'm saying he gets on the score sheet today, guys. I'm going 1 goal for Sesks. Let's be having you. 0-0-2. 0-0-2. Yeah, well, there you go. Dallow's not a bad player. I rate Dallow. He's a decent player. He's a good squad player. He's definitely not world class at anything, but he's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, but he's all right. 2-0-1-0. Big fat 0. Okay, then, fair enough. Funk says you're definitely categorically wrong about Mount, in my respectful opinion. But, yeah, love to see Sesko Mount's a baller if he stays fit. Fair enough. I mean, what are you basing this on, really, Funk Phenomenon? Like 1 or 2 games over the last few seasons? He's been shite for ages, mate. You know what I mean? That's all I know. I mean, certainly I think a system that Amorim employs would suit a player like Mount. But I can only really go on what I've seen from him. He's garbage. And even before he came, I thought he was garbage. I've never liked Mason Mount as a player. That is my opinion. Fair enough. Everybody's entitled to their own. You've got yours. But I think Mount's guff. But fair enough. I mean, he did look all right in the last game, and he's had a decent couple of games in pre-season and stuff. He's not a bad player, and he fits this sort of a system. But I still don't like him very much. I just don't rate him, and I don't think I ever will. But each to their own. 3, 1, 1, 1, 4, 5... 5 goals. A cheeky tap in. Love it. Afternoon Barbary. Yeah. 3 Sesko goals. He's a melt. Sesko for an hour. Mount is good to finish out a game and keep pressure on. Oh, yes. Yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't even say that. I'd bring, definitely later on, yeah, that's true. And Xerxes we've got as well, remember. So if we're talking about up top there, if we're talking about up top to see games out, then I'd rather see somebody like a Xerxes come on because his link-up play is good. He's intelligent. He can hold it up. He's got these great feet, these great dancing feet, And also then for the number 10 role, I guess, yeah, Mount can come on and do the same sort of job. But he should just be a substitute squad player this season. Mount shouldn't be getting in the starting 11. We've signed Cunha. We've signed Mbuemo. Those guys are ahead of him. He's not getting in the midfield duo in terms of Bruno or Cassie, or we should be getting somebody else there, obviously. He's not getting in there. And I guess he can be a third choice backup sort of option up top, but he's going to be a utility player for us a little bit this season. Yeah. Mount's great so long as someone else is putting the ball in the back of the net. Fair enough. Well, look, things can change. I honestly think Mount's contribution at United so far up until this point has been very poor. But things can change. He has got a new manager who has faith in him and likes him. And so that's half the battle, isn't it? He could flourish now, I suppose. He's still only young. But let's just rate, for a bit of fun here, let's just rate Mason Mount's career at Manchester United so far out of 10. Let's just rate his career at Manchester United so far out of 10. So we signed him for 60 million and he got given the number 7 shirt. Factor that in also. Let's see what you guys are saying. Honestly, I've got to be honest and say, it's a 2 out of 10. It's not a 1 out of 10. I would reserve 1 out of 10 for somebody truly terrible who've got a really bad attitude, like Sancho or maybe Alexis Sanchez sort of melt when he came in. But in terms of his actual contributions to the side and what he's done in that time, it's poor, guys. He hasn't done a lot for us. I'm hoping that he's going to go on and actually do something. I hope I'm wrong. I hope in a year's time we're saying, Mason Mount, what a player. I was totally wrong about this guy. But I can't see it happening myself. 4, -9, 1, 2, 6.9. What? 3 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 4.5, 2. 9.5, 4. Okay, 2.5, 4, 3. So, yes, not very good career he's had so far, but let's hope things can change. Things can change. Look at Harry Maguire, just last season or so. he did turn it around to the point where we're saying, yeah, he's a good squad player, let's keep him. Whereas just a couple of years ago, we're thinking this guy's an absolute calamitous individual. So, but anyway, I'm not bothered about Mason Mount, whether he plays or whatever. I just hope he's not starting from the off because I want to see Sesko. And of course, Coonan and Mbeumo make a lot more sense for the other players in that sort of position. So there it is, guys. That's the prediction for the team lineup. Again, could be some differences there. The goalie positions up for contention. Could be Heaton even as a surprise. Could be Bayender. Maybe Amorim will show some extra faith in Bayender after the gastastic performance he put in last week. But I think if Onana's back fit, he'll be playing. De Ligt, Shaw and Yoro have looked solid of late, so I don't think there's any need really to change that back line there. Dorgu's looked very good. He's a standout player for me so far in pre-season and the start of the season. He's looking like a real baller. I'm really hoping that he can go on and be like the next Patrice Evra type Don for us. But he certainly seems to be looking good at the minute. I'm very impressed with him. I predict him to have a good game again today and do some big things. Probably getting forward a lot down that left-hand side because, as I said, I think Dallo, if he starts, he gives you that balance, can maybe just cover a little bit there, slightly more defensive-minded. Coonan and Mbeumo, these guys are going to cook, man. Can we just talk about these guys against Arsenal? They didn't really have their shooting boots on, unfortunately, in front of goal. We know that they can be quite clinical. Last season, Cunha's managed to bag 15 goals and Mbeumo 20 in the Prem. So those guys can score, but they couldn't score against Arsenal. But you know what? Their other overall play was fantastic, particularly Brian and Mbeumo was absolutely balling out against Arsenal. Deserved something from the game. You know, Cunha was denied by Raya. Cunha had that one moment in the game which was just like amazing, where he burst through and just beat all those Arsenal defenders and got one-on-one and could have scored and created an epic debut Premier League moment for Man United there, but it didn't quite happen. They didn't have the shooting boots on. But once the goals go in, I don't think these guys are going to stop. It's going to be a case of opening up a can of Pringles, you know what I mean? You got to eat it until they're all gone and then go down the corner shop and buy another tube. You know what I mean? You've got to... once you pop, you just can't stop. So I'm pretty sure Cunha and Mbeumo are going to do well today again. You know, these guys, they look dangerous. They're just still getting up to speed, getting up to match fitness, match condition, match sharpness. But the quality's there to see, isn't it? And they were both good against Arsenal. Particularly, I thought Brian Mbeumo was very good. And if those guys can reach the levels that they're used to in the last sort of 12 months, we should be absolutely creating and finishing off a lot of chances against these Fulham melters today. Come on. Just quickly, I'll just read out, what I think maybe Fulham's team lineup may be. But, again, I'm not too sure who's even fitting properly really with Fulham, but I think something along the lines of Leno, Tete, Anderson, Cuenca, Bassi, Berge, Lukic, Traore, Smith Rowe, Iwobi, Muniz. Something along those lines there. So nothing to fear from Manchester United, but Iwobi and, Traore, these guys, they definitely can be a handful, especially if Big Adama Traore's lubed up. You know what I mean? If he's greased up before the game, if he's oiled up like he does, you know what I mean, guys? Then he can be a slippery eel to deal with, and he's obviously a unit. He's definitely caused us problems in the past. So it's not going to be plain sailing against Marco Silva's Fulham today. It will be a difficult game, and that's why I think we're going to just win it 2-1. So there we go, guys. That's the lineup. That's the score predictions. Adama will be oiled up. We're going to have to deal with him. There's going to be question marks about our goalkeeper. I have to be honest, guys, I just feel so lacking in confidence going into games with our rubbish goalkeepers, though. It's almost like we need a new goalkeeper just to take that sort of bad vibes away from our team and that lack of confidence that it can bring. You need a good, solid keeper, don't you? You absolutely need it. It's one of the most important positions in the team for confidence. And Onana does not provide confidence. Bayender does not provide confidence. So, Lamans is being worked upon now. We've heard that from Fab. Let's get him in as soon as we possibly can. Stick him in there. He can't be worse than Andre Onana and Bayender, can he? He is unproven in the Prem, and that is a concern. But, these guys are proven in the Prem, and they're proven gash. So, I know which players I'd rather have there, guys, to be perfectly honest with you. Right, and that would be anyone other than Onana and Bayender. Yeah, I agree with you, Ian. And Mbeumo looked fantastic, didn't he? Spot on. Very, very good performance. He's coming into it, coming into his form now, it seems, at United. Yeah, hello there, Grove Gaming. He says, after a huge game this, win, lose or draw, I think the fan base will erupt. But going on stats, and Mbeumo's due a goal. Definitely very, very dangerous against Arsenal. I agree. Coonan and Mbeumo due a goal. Sesko due a goal. If Sesko starts, which I'm hoping that he will, surely he's going to be a danger. He's a big unit. He's a big unit anyway. He's going to cause issues for rival teams. Right, so I'm going to just get stuck into the live chat now. We're going to have a Q&A, guys. Obviously, kickoff's at 4:30 p.m. We'll be back on for the game, around about 4 p.m. So we're going to get stuck into the live chat now for a good bit, though. So don't go anywhere. Smash that like. We're nearly at 200 likes. Get yourself subscribed. I'm just going to shout out the legends that have reposted us using the link at the top there on X. Appreciate you, legends. And then we're going to get into the Q&A raw, see what you guys are saying about this game. United versus Fulham away at Craven Cottage. Come on, United. We have to smash up these melters. If we don't, we're in for a shoddy start to the season, aren't we? We've got some tough fixtures coming up. This is one of those fixtures you have to win right now. Thank you so much to the 7 legends who've shared us around. Thank you so much. Aaron, Elliot Manduna, United Flying High, Ryan Neeson, The Butcher of Manchester, Burning Hammer, and Dave Dewey. Let's go, you legends. Thank you so much for sharing it around. Okay, let's get stuck in. Sesko, good at aerial duels. That he is, mate. Very impressive aerial stats. And he is a big, strong player, big, strong unit, 6'5", built like a brick shithouse. You know, he has got sort of Zlatan physicalities to him. But at the same time, he's quite quick and, you know, also good with his feet. You think Bayendale will get better? I think so too. You know, he's still just a reasonably young goalie. He's a good backup for us. I'm happy for him to play the Raymond van der Gaal role for us for a few years. I'm not bothered about Bayender. Onana's the pressing player we need to get rid of. He's the one that's on decent money. He's the one that doesn't really deserve the wage in the squad and, you know, we can't rely on. And if we do get a new goalkeeper, well, then he's no longer the number one. His job as number one's been taken away from him, which means that he's surely going to want to maybe leave anyway. So Onana will probably be moved on. I'm happy for Bayender to be a backup for a good couple of seasons. He's all right. He's no Sergio Romero, but he's all right, you know. He'll be okay as a backup. I've got no problems with him. Same goes for Heaton. He's old, but he's experienced. He's wily, whatever. You need a bit of depth there. Really, we just need to establish a new number one. That's where Lamans comes in, obviously. Man United winning the league. Get in there, my son. I love that. Your fantasy team shattered this week. Me too. Mine too. Really bad. Can we play Tom Heaton? In an ideal world, Jonathan, that's who we would go for. I'd feel much more confident with him too. But you just know Andre's coming back into it. Shirley Bassey on the Morecambe and Wise show with the big pit boots on could play better than Onana. Oh, God. 3-1 to United. Hello there, Hans. What's going on, lad? What do you think about my dad being a United fan, but his son decided to support Liverpool because he pissed him off on one day? I would say that the son is a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. Simple as that, really. Sesko was anonymous against Arsenal. He only had a short cameo. You know who was anonymous against us? Gyökeres, and he scored 2 yesterday against Leeds. It's a different game, mate. Different game. Plus, he came off the bench. He's only had a short amount of time, really, to have that impact. So I'm not worried about him, mate. He only had a short time of it on the pitch. Thank you so much, The Mustard. Yes, mate. He's put a link to my watch-along in there as well. We'll be on there at that link. Around 4 p.m, you legend. Ocean Beach Steve. Hello, mate. How you getting on? Yes, Big Ben will be chiming today. Bong, bong. Sesko hat-trick, and he will be the top scorer. Oh, love it. Who you think will slip first? Oily Traore or Bassey's pants? I'm going to say Oily Traore, mate. Forget the tea and biscuits, Doris. Put the kettle down. You're starting in goal today. We need to get rid of Laurel and Hardy. No, true. I don't even know who you're referring to right now. Is it Bayender and Onana? Or is it Garnacho and Sancho? Or I don't know. Finally, we have a focal point up front. That front three will cook. Mate, that front three's dangerous, isn't it? I put that front three, at least on paper. We haven't seen how it's going to go. We don't know. Sesko's sort of an unknown entity in the Prem, but we know about Kunin and Buemo. I put that front three against most in the top 4. You know, I honestly do. The front three is very good. The midfield is a bit sus. The defence is a bit sus, but solid, you know. But the forward line, that is really able to compete, at least on paper at the moment, with Sesko, if he's going to be good, with the top sides in the league in terms of quality. So, yeah, good shout. That keeper hasn't gone with his team today. No, he hasn't. Yes, you're absolutely right. So we were just talking about that a moment ago, actually, in regards to Lamans. So he's left out Royal Antwerp starting 11 today as negotiations with United are advancing. The Belgian goalie's agreed personal terms with United, and the two clubs are close to an agreeing a fee. Deal advanced as revealed Friday. So very, very good news there. We are soon to be signing Lamans, it seems, and Donnarumma's going to City. So we missed out on Donnarumma. We've taken the cheap option, and it is a much cheaper option. But, I mean, I guess it's good if you're not going into that whole, you know, signing big-name players for big money sort of situation. We're trying to get away from that. I understand it. It's a cheaper option, especially if we are still going to sign a Baleba-type midfielder before the end of the window. Then it makes sense, to be fair. But we have to do that. If we're going to get Lamans and cheap out, so to speak, on that position, then we've got to go and get a midfielder. Can't wait to see Sesko hit one of his hammer shots. He can absolutely blast the ball. He's a spanker, isn't he? You're right. Onana prime starts. Onana start. Would like to see Diallo instead of Dallo. Me too as well. I'm with you, Ordal. I certainly would as well. It's a more attacking option. If it was the other fixture, if this was at Old Trafford against Fulham, I think we would definitely be starting with Ahmad. And we still might start Ahmad because it's a more attacking positive selection. But Dallo gives you a little bit more defensively at this stage, I guess. Onana has the presence of a willow holding an Onana in the net. Cross into the box, play to Sesko's strengths. I like your style, my friend, I do. Newcastle beats the Scousers today. Yes, that's on tomorrow night, isn't it? But we'll be doing a watch-along for that as well. That would be nice. Prepare for more goals conceded today. I can't see it happening, though, Paul. I think Liverpool are going to drub them, to be fair. Sesko hat-trick. Nice, Stephanie. Oh, what? We've hit 200, have we? That's epic then, isn't it, Stephanie? Thank you for the likes tally there. Yeah, we have it. 200 likes. Cheers, everyone who's hit the likes there. Beautiful legends. Onana and Casemiro, go to Saudi, please. Well, yeah, there is actually some speculative guff stories going around at the moment about another bid being tabled for Bruno, but I think it's just personally a bit of fake news, that one. From Saudi, this is 90 million quid. That's what I've heard, but I think it's just hearsay guff, to be fair. Bruno's already said he's not going anywhere this season, so I can't see it happening. Yeah, you hope Sesko starts. Me too. I think he will. Surely he's going to get his chance today. It'll be pretty crazy to maybe start Mount again, or it's got to be Sesko. You thought De Ligt was absolute class against Arsenal and your best player. Yes, very good shout. Gav's highlights. Was very impressed with the defence in general. De Ligt stood out. Yoro, Shaw, they were solid. There was no dramas we had with them against Arsenal. They were all solid. They all did their job well. Covered that space well. Did really well. Very impressed. You're not wrong. De Ligt could potentially be a big player for us this season, couldn't he? As long as he can stay fit. Good shout there, Gav's lad. Just jumped on. Onana's in goal. Gulp. Sharon, sorry, I just should reiterate, this isn't actually the confirmed team lineup or anything. That's not until about an hour before the game. This is just my prediction, basically, for what I think Amrim's going to select. So this could be totally different. Onana may not be starting in goal, but I do have a feeling that he will. Thank you, Mark N. How you been there, Mark N, you long-time Dom? What's going on? Brentford had a goal disallowed yesterday because one of their players uses his hip to push the keeper off balance. Mate, that was a big win for Brentford yesterday, wasn't it? Wasn't really expecting that, but they showed some guts, didn't they? De Ligt's underrated by the British media as well, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely. You'd rather have Leon come on instead of Mount in the second half. Yeah, good call. I mean, I'm not bothered about Mount. I know he is going to play this season for Amram, and he will be utilised off the bench a lot, but I actually don't really want him to play even that much. I'd still rather us give opportunity to the likes of, Xerxes and Mainu, even in the 10s over Mount. Personally, that's just my personal opinion. I'm not a Mount fan. Oddbod and Oddbod Jr. out. You'd like to see us score more than one goal without conceding any. That would be a super Sunday. Yeah, lovely. Clean sheet would be lovely. But if we are playing Onana or Bayandar in goal, we'd probably concede just to a flubbery error. We could win. Let's go lifetime gaming. Sesko has to start, surely. I agree. We started Mount up there last time, and he did all right, but I don't fancy that. It just doesn't make sense. You've got Sesko. He's a proper striker. He's our new sign-in. The only way he's going to get up to speed and become, experienced and match sharp and conditioned is to actually get the minutes. So start him. If he's knackered by 65 minutes, take him off and then bring on that gashbag Mount. But for right now, Sesko should start. Yeah, De Ligt was very good, wasn't he? Absolutely. You're nipping out after this, watching Everton. Oh, nice, Dad Salford, lad. Enjoy, my son. Beautiful. It's a nice day today, isn't it? You'll be a professional footballer, remember the name. Ozem Bloodstrike. Well, that's a great footballer's name, mate. I hope we do make it, because that's a banger, lad. We can't make a mistake with the goalkeeper signing. No, true. This Lamans looks good. This Lamans has been highlighted. He's a hot property in European football in terms of young goalkeepers. But there's still the element of a surprise. He's unproven, so it's going to still be a little bit of a gamble of whether or not he's good enough. Let's face it, Andre Onana was playing in a Champions League final a couple of years ago. So in terms of experience, it's not even close. Lamans is very inexperienced. He's been playing Belgian football for a while. But he is good and looks good, and he could do it. So let's hope for the best. His little brother Fulham, the little scummers. Is Ugarte out the squad today or on bench? He should be on the bench, Raisin. Yeah. He might even be starting in the game, mate. We'll see. I don't think he should be based on form, but he might be. United need to start on the front foot, start Ahmad over Dallo. I like it, Stephanie. I'm with you. I would be up for it. It's more positive. It's more attacking. The mustard, thank you so much for getting in there. Raw. Hang on a second. Why is my brother phoning me? Hello? Hang on. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm on a stream right now. Are you aware?
Oh, no, not at all. Actually, you up till 10:30.
Yeah, no, I'm doing a cheeky little preview. I'm on my stream. Say hi. It's my brother, Tactician Tom. We'll get your thoughts, mate. What's your prediction for later?
Can people hear me?
They can. You're on speaker, yeah.
Oh, cool. Amazing. All right.
But only stay on here for a minute because you're full on interrupting my show. But let's hear your thoughts real quick. Get your thoughts in.
I don't know. I think we look pretty good. I mean, that's one game against Arsenal, but I mean, I thought you saw yesterday how good Arsenal are, or maybe they are. You know, it's still early, right? I don't know. I mean, these Junior and I have a really hard time with Wemo. They look really good. I mean, a lot of depth in certain positions. Our central midfield is a problem, but is it? I don't know, because what Casemiro are you going to get? Probably an aging one, but with a wing back stepping into midfield and the centre back stepping up like it is, that helps with mobility. So that could be something there. Ugarte's been a massive disappointment so far, hasn't he? Really, you're expecting like a Hargreaves in his time, you know. That's what I was thinking anyway, you know. And he's not been that at all. So that's an issue because you'd want someone like Owen Hargreaves might be a weird one to use. He didn't play.
No, he was really fantastic though. He was an injury-prone melt, but he was just like a terrier destroyer, wasn't he? Yeah.
I saw him in a couple of England games, high-level England games, where he's the best player on the park by a mile, you know. And I thought that would be it, you know, the kind of Kante role. That hasn't happened at all.
No.
Mainu's kind of lost in the system.
Can you hear me all right, guys?
He's not really a central midfielder.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. But I mean, we've got a load of depth at centre back. Keeper's a problem, obviously. Is Bayindir up to it? I don't think so.
Yeah, we got like an update from Fab about half an hour ago that we're close to signing that Lamans guy now. You know, but he's unproven. But hopefully he'll be coming in to replace that flubbery mess. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I won't pretend to have seen this guy.
No.
I have no idea what he's going to be like. But I mean, upgrading that position would be huge. I don't know. I think if you get a good keeper and we play the way we can, I mean, to make ridiculous things, but why wouldn't we be aiming for top four?
Precisely. We'll just get your score prediction real quick, mate. I think the connection's a bit gash. I don't know if can you. Oh, you can hear him. Oh, they can hear you. Okay. Yeah, let's get your score prediction in there, my friend. What are you up to? Are you rucking right now? Are you?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I've got this tactical vest on. I've got my water bladder in the back, so I started out a bit. I kind of tried to take my dog with me today, and that didn't work out very well. So I had to walk it back after a couple of miles, but still.
Oh, right. She's too tired. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my Sunday ritual with 10 miles ruck. So, but yeah, I'm doing that right now. So, hello.
All right. Nice one, mate. Get your prediction in.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
You think Sesko starts and scores?
He'll start. He won't score. He'll play well. I think he can have a centre back score. Probably Delit if he plays, he'll score a header. And you're going to have Cunha score a goal. Why not?
Bold predictions, my friend. Bold predictions. I love it.
I think what I can get is still nervous. I still don't have 100% faith that Amorim. The jury's still out a little bit. You know?
Yeah, well, it is. I saw a damning stat earlier on Amorim, actually. I know it's not his fault. There's obviously reasons he took over mid-season. But there was a stat which is he's actually managed more games in the Premier League for Manchester United so far than he's got points in the Premier League. So I think it's something like he's managed 28 games but only got 27 points so far, which is pretty awful. That's relegation guff, you know. But obviously that's going into last season, yeah. So.
Yeah, but the system he's played and was so different. Now the players for it, obviously. And then he had to kind of like shoehorn people. And here's my issue with it all. I kind of like that, hey, he's got this new dynamic system of way of playing, and it's pretty cool. The way the centre-backs step up. kind of the inverted wingers and stuff like that. It's great. But if he goes, if it doesn't work out, I mean, you've got another situation where it's like it was an American, you have someone do the architecture for a house that isn't an architect.
Yeah.
You just have to knock it down again and again and again.
That's so true, yeah. You're right.
But at the same time, I don't think you can just say, well, our club, so there's some crap on the board. Our club plays 4-4-2 or 4-3, whatever it is, and that's the way we do it. I think that's wrong too. So I think the answer is to just
back him.
People,
back him for now and hope for the best.
Give them time. Yeah, give them time. And
yeah.
Because
that's it. He's still unproven. He's still unproven at the moment. I mean, his record was fantastic before coming to United, obviously. So we just have to give him a bit of time. I mean, yeah.
I think Ineos, to be fair to them, they've done very well since they come in with signings. I know some people might disagree, but if you just think of players like Heaven and Euro, I think they're going to be absolutely quality. Think of the boys that just started this window. I feel like they've done quite well with it, really.
Nice.
But everything's too early to tell, so we'll see.
We'll see. I agree. We got to back the guy anyway. But anyway, shall I give you a call back a bit later then, mate? I'm just going to be crack on with the stream. but love your take on it there, lad.
I won't hold my breath, but yes. See you later, you twat.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, nice one. See you later, you toss pot. All right. Bit of brotherly love there. All right, nice one, mate. Hopefully we smash up Fulham. You're watching the game, yeah?
Yeah, I've got to make it back from this freaking height first, but yeah.
Nice. Christy.
I enjoy it.
All right then, but I'll catch up with you in a bit then.
Goodbye.
All right, bye, mate. Bye. All right, little cameo there from Tactician Tom there, guys. Little cameo from the Tactician. There he is. Okay, yeah, nice one. Sorry about that, guys. But nice to hear from somebody else. I hope you could hear him. Hopefully it wasn't too quiet. Sorry about that. But there you go. He made some good points there, to be fair. Interesting prediction from him. De Ligt and Cunha getting on the score sheet there. Interesting. 2-0. He's feeling positive. Can he play in goal? I was the goalkeeper out of us, to be fair. No, he's hiking, he's rucking, he's walking up. He's got a backpack or a weighted vest on, and he's hiking trails right now, mate. 6'5" and hard as fuck. Get in there, Jay. Yeah, you know it. Bruno Gomes is our midfielder at United would be fire. Yeah, Bruno G. I've always rated him, to be fair. Cheeky update live from the stadium. Yeah, this lad got the best genes. You're like Danny DeVito to his Arnie. You what? What are you talking about, Exxon? It's the other way round, lad. How dare you? Are you trying to sound the leftover crap? Get Mrs. P in goal today. She can't be any worse than Butterfingers Onana. That's true. Matty Gorman, what's going on, Matty? Big up, brother Piggy. Nice one there. Get in there, Matty Gorman, you legend. Brotherly love lives on. There it is. Thank you, Aaron, for putting the link to the watch-along in there. That's on at 4 p.m. I will just pin that to the top of the live chat, actually. Big up yourself, you legend, for putting that in there. Thank you so much for that. Let me pin that at the top. We're on here. We'll be on about 4 p.m., guys. So, big game today. Man United back at it at Craven Cottage. Fulham. Predictions 2-1. We're going to win. Sesko and Cunha on the score sheet. And also, there's the team lineup predictions. Let's read a few more of these comments out, seeing as there's a lot of legends in here. Once again, if you're just joining us for the first time, if you're here for the first time ever, there's a subscribe button down below. Hit the red subscribe button there. We're on here daily for the latest updates and stuff going on. So get yourself involved. We're on our way to 93,000 subscribers now. So get involved and smash that subscribe button, legend. Well, the Yorkshire Cowboy, hopefully not. At the moment, I think that's who he's going to be playing, but maybe Ahmad's the man. Greetings, Man United Greek fan. What's going on? Nice one, Chris O'Hagan. MVE Rain, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel, you legend, once again. Get some love hearts in there for MVE Rain and welcome him in. Yeah, Nomad says, sounds like a nice guy, better than my brother. Tallow right wing backs depressing. Ahmad has to be starting there, especially against weaker opposition. Thank you, Elliot. Nice one, Ian Navarro. Sesko, mental. Lemons to replace the lemons. Definitely. Yeah, when life gives you lemons, make lemons. Tactician Tom out dogging early. Oh, 4-1 United. Love that. Love that. Same prediction as Don Gungshi as well there. Yeah, you look like a handsome Triple H. It's time to play the game. Thank you very much, mate. Shallow house settings. Yeah, why 3-4-3? Because it's, it's 3-4-2-1. That's basically, that is the formation that Amarim plays. That's why. So that's why. Let's try to take our chances today. Oh, yes, Jonathan, that's it. It's going to be key, isn't it? We were good enough against Arsenal to create enough and win, but we just couldn't seem to find the back of the net there, lad. So, yeah, definitely got to take our chances today. Need to be ruthless today, 100%. If Fulham gets the first goal, then hide the guitar. Mate, that would be squeaky bum time, wouldn't it? Straight from the off. But clinical today. Yeah, there's video proof out there somewhere of the pig outpacing Tom in a 60-metre sprint. Yes, there is, lad. Yes, there is. You're right. Let's go, Piggy. A win is a must. You want to see that guitar trash today? Come on, Mason. Calm yourself down. There's going to be no guitar smashing today, lad. We need to attack from the word go. Many goals today might be a hat-trick. Manchester United today, more than 3 goals. Interesting. So you think one of our players could get a hat-trick, maybe? 4-0 for us. Yeah, need to win for Stephanie. We'll be at the pub. Thank you, Stephanie. She says, push for 300 likes. Let's go. Thank you, Stephanie. Superstar says, I'm actually excited for games again. Me too. I'm with you there. Last season was so drab and depressing. But you're right. Things are looking a little bit better. We've looked better in pre-season. There seems to be a better attitude about the place. A little bit of a better culture, instilled so far. And it's early doors, but still so far by Amarim, having got rid of underperformers and non-triers like Rashford and stuff, Garnacho, these melts. Just hoping you won't fall asleep like the Arsenal game. No, fair enough. Is Floppy Hands in goal? Looking likely, in my opinion, but you never know. Could be Bay and could even be Heaton, but I do expect Andre to be starting. Exactly, they are. They showed some resilience coming back last week and getting a result against Brighton away. They're no mugs. They were decent last season. They're a good mid-table side. Marco Silva, in my opinion, is a very good manager, and I think he always sets them up well, and they're always a danger. They've certainly caused us a few issues in recent times. So, yeah, I am a little bit concerned, but I think as long as we turn up and play like we did against the Arsenal the other day, or at least somewhere to that level, we'll smash them. Yes, let's go. Ahmad in. Yep, David Srinivasan says new keeper to hopefully something different. Yeah, true. Lamans, soon to be a Manchester United player, will hopefully transform the way we go about things there, not make so many errors, and give us confidence. United 6-1, Sesko hat-trick, Bruno goal and 4 assists, Kuno Mbeumo. Mark, I love that, lad. Banging thumbnail graphics. Thank you so much there, Sherman J, lad. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of it, mate. Big ups Mass, by the way, for making all these templates for me, but I'm starting to get the hang of making these players and managers and stuff in the old Photoshop and making it look decent. So thank you very much for saying that, Sherman, lad. When was the last time we was in a comfortable position by half-time in a game? We need a statement performance and nothing but W today, or Amarim will have the media vultures out. Totally agree, lad. That's it. If we lose today, yes, you're spot on. The pressure will be imminent, instantly on him. It will be all of a sudden, who's the next manager to get sacked, Potter or Amarim? It'll be that sort of guff. Yeah, jovial scouser here, mate. Fucking never. Do you think Sesko starts? I do think Sesko starts. It'd be crazy not to start our new number 9 up there, really. Bouncy gloves, not floppy. You're sure Onana wears wicket-keeper gloves? Oh, my God. Don't care about the score. A win is a must. So true, the mustard there. I'll take a scrappy 1-0. I totally agree. Everton Stadium looks good, especially with the teams like Spurs and Arsenal, all doing so well at the moment as well. Hi, Piggy. 2-0 United win. Put Tom Heaton in goal today. Better than the other 2 keeper melts. Yeah, good shout. Nice one, Elliot. See you for the match watch along later as well, you legend. Let's go, Elliot. UK Strain says, I love bacon. Thank you. Who doesn't? We stay beside Ruben Amorim. Actually, lots of people. We stay beside Ruben Amorim and Manchester United mindset from the fans. Positive. So true, Stacey. I'm all about backing Amorim, lad. Or love. I absolutely love Amorim's personality. I think he's a great guy. That's not enough to be Manchester United manager. Look at Ollie. To be fair, Ollie should have been given more time in the end. But Ollie was a heck of a nice guy. I loved Ollie. But, it's not enough. You can't just be a nice guy. He's also got to get the results. Amorim should have set aside his pride and started Onana last week, because I reckon with sad face, he's still our best. Well, he probably wasn't quite 100% fit last time out, was he really? He's only coming back from fitness. He hadn't played in pre-season. It made sense not to start him, in my opinion. Make or break not only today, Pig. We need a win tonight and also more signings this week. Damn right. No leaks from dressing rooms since Garnacho's been kicked out tells a story. We win today, then we can look forward to hammering the Codheads at Grimsby. Oh, yeah, shit, we got to go to that Grim hole, don't we? Amorim has to start Sesko. If Onana starts messing up playing regularly, Amorim should be aware he'll take the fall for it. Yeah, but we are getting a new goalie, and surely Onana's not going to be playing regularly now. I think he might have done Madhouse. Yeah, City looked very poor against Spurs. To be fair, Spurs really did do well. I mean, Paulinho and Bentancur and these guys, they bossed that midfield. It surprised me. It kind of did and it didn't. I was crying out for Paulinho at Manchester United this summer. He's a cheap option, would have been great. Now he's going to have a boss season for Spurs. I can just see it. So, but yeah, I think so. I think City are going to struggle a little bit more. They'll be back on track soon, won't they? They'll win against most teams. But when it comes down to the crunch games, yeah, I could see them being another season where they just managed to finish like fourth or something. Get your money on 2-0 United. Philip, what's up? He says, what's up, bro? Just chilling, Philip, waiting for the game here, lad. UK Stress, how much do Match Bingo pay you to promote their gambling site? I've seen other channels with this logo. I mean, that's a bit of a personal question, isn't it? There, how much do you get paid from your job there? You know what I'm saying? That's a bit of a personal question. Here's the answer: money and fair words. There, UK Strains, money and fair words, lad. Yeah. But just on that, shout out to Match Bingo. QR code's in the bottom left-hand corner there, as you can see. Scan that if you're in the UK. You can download the app, or you can use the link in the description. UK only, gamble aware, 18 plus. Bingo's a game of chance. There you go, guys. I think I covered it all there. But please do, you can come and join us if you want. I'm going to be playing it a bit later on the stream for the Man United game anyway. I've bought a couple of bingo cards there, so it's based on what happens during the games. Corners, goals, bookings, all that sort of stuff, and it's bingo. So it's quite interesting. Anyway, thank you for that segue opportunity there. Ahmad got a start. I hope you're right, Flex. I really do. Be more positive and attacking. Pig gets $1 billion from Match Bingo. You're addicted to bingo. Oh, well, if you're in the UK, then check it out. Sean B says, Manchester United are close to getting new goalkeeper Sonny Lammens deal done. Yeah, we were reporting on that earlier as well, Sean. Great news, isn't it, lad? New goalie. It's not the Donnarumma that I wanted, but I still would welcome him with open arms compared to flubber arms. Mrs. P probably does like bingo. Yeah, no worries, UK Strains. Appreciate you, lad. Yeah. Anyway, we're pretty much going to come to the end of this stream now. I will read a few more comments out, but we're going to wrap this one up. But do us a favor and smash that like button. We're 4 likes away from 300. That's awesome. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the likes on the previews. We are going to be doing these previews every match day before the games. Maybe not when there's a 12:30 p.m. kickoff, but every other time we're going to do them on the day. I used to do them maybe the day before or a couple of days before, but I'm just going to do them on the day. That way we can get the most up-to-date team news and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, and then be ready for the game. So yeah, nice one. We need Mainu at 60 minutes. Completely agree with you, my son. Yeah, definitely Mainu should be getting involved. I mean, I actually think he could be a good addition from the start, really. Give him a chance. Cassie's too old. Nice, mate. You're watching from Tampa, Florida. Get in there, Ryan Adams, mate. Sounds beautiful. See you in a bit, Daz Sulfur. Thank you so much. Definitely Man United Greek fan. Well, it will be quite quick now because there's only a week left of the window. Thank you, Ivor Lee. Great chat. You're absolutely spot on. Great chat with all you legends today. Thank you so much for joining in. Great chat with you legends. We'll be back for the game later. Feeling not too nervous about it at the moment, but we'll see how that goes as the game goes on. Cheers, Stephanie. Thank you, Solo Guinto, Agrippa Chinhara, David Jusenip. Shout out all the moderators like Daz Salford, Jonathan Gallagher, The Mustard, Aaron, Gungshi, all the legends who got in here moderating. Thank you so much. Big ups to the members as well. People like SCJF, Ian Navarro, Agrippa Chinhara, David Jusenip. Big up the legends in green for being members and supporting the show. And thank you to all the Patreons as well on patreon.com/FlyingPigUnited who support on there. You're a set of legends. We did it, baby. We did it. Break out the red panties. We got 300 likes. Thank you, legends. Great turnout. Thank you, guys. See you for the watch along in a bit then. Come on, United. Let's smash those Fulham melters. I'm going 2-1. I do think Onana's starting. I do think Sesko's starting. But it could well be Mount and Bayender. We'll see how it transpires. Come on, United. Let's stuff up these Fulham melts. Nice one, everyone. Cheers for watching. That's it from me. You can come back after. In fact, please do come back afterwards. Get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comment section about who you think's going to win the game. Get your score predictions in, and you can even get your team lineups who you would select for this game in there as well if you want in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. Keep the debate going, and let's be having you. Follow us on Insta, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Check out the website, flyingpigunited.com. All the links are in the description. Once again, check out Match Bingo. Links in the description there. UK only, 18+, gamble aware. And we shall see you later for the watch-along. Come on, United! And remember, Piggy loves you. And also remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. This stream is proudly sponsored by Match Bingo. Play along with a match. Watch your bingo cards fill up in real time based on what happens in the games, live. Check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. 18+, bingo is a game of chance. Please gamble responsibly. Get in there, you beauties. Thank you so much to all the patrons here for supporting the channel on patreon.com/flyingpigunited. As a thank you, all you legends will be appearing on this outro list. Get in there. Once again, thank you to all the YouTube members, but one of the best ways you can support the channel is on patreon.com, so check it out. patreon.com/flyingpigunited. And once again, a big thank you to all the legends that do support the channel on Patreon. Get in there.